So I usually have a joke at the beginning of the video, but I got nothing for this one. So roll the intro. What is good, everybody? It's your boy Deviate, and we're back with another video. As you can see, this is the new recording space, and as promised, I got a video for you. If you're watching this video, you are one of two people. Either you're a fan of Namibian hip-hop or you are a rapper yourself who is based in Namibia. Either way, this is good content. If you're not any of these two, hopefully you can learn something from this video. So most rappers in Namibia have faced or will face a point in their career where they feel that they are unsuccessful. This happens when you have done music for quite some time and you just feel like you are not at the level that you think you should be. It happens to the best of us. Whether you are an upcoming artist or an established artist, there are just three things that you need to have or to do to become a successful artist or a successful rapper in Namibia. And the great thing about these three things, you don't even need all three of them to be successful. You just need two. If you take only two of these, I guarantee you, you will be able to be a successful artist. But if you even end up using all three, then dude, it's a sure shot. So yeah, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, put on your notifications, and yeah, let's get into it. The first thing on this list is talent/skills. Now, personally, I like to use the word skills rather than talent, because talent is something that you are born with and you either got it or you don't. But skills is something that you can develop over time, and if you practice, you will actually be good at that thing that you'll keep practicing. With that said, I'll be using talent and skills interchangeably. So when we're talking about skills or talents, we're talking about, hip hop fundamentals as well as rap techniques that you can use to make your music. So these are, flow, punchlines, rhyme schemes, storytelling, as well as singing. All these things you put together to actually make the best song possible. And with practice, you could actually be good at making music or become a better rapper when you use these things. An important skill that people sleep on is beat selection. Beat selection is a very important skill and it can help to your success. So I've noticed that there are two ways of selecting beats. Either you select a beat that people like to listen to, one that is trendy, or you select a beat that is suitable to your set of skills. Now, if you want the quickest way to success is to change your skills to the beat that people are kind of like want to listen to. But a way to make more authentic music and create a more organic fan base is to select beats that are suitable to the skills that you already have. So the choice is up to you to choose how you choose your beat. Rappers that I have noticed that have a lot of talent is Script, Greg, and Travis Harvey. When you listen to Greg has one of the most craziest punchlines that are really on the surface level that both rappers who are like, deep hip hop heads can listen to and appreciate, as well as those that are just kind of like not that deep into hip hop can still hear and appreciate. And then when you hear somebody like Script is the type of rapper that has a great flow. And when it comes to the punchlines that he has, his punchlines kind of are very relatable to Namibians, and you can kind of like always see the reference that he's making. When we're talking about the most skills, I think the most skills come from the battle rap arena, because from those guys you can constantly keep going back to the music or to the bars that they wrote, and you keep finding something new. So I do think that is where the most skills are at. Unfortunately, they also lack other skills, which is, the skills in making music. They do have a tendency of lacking in that, in terms of flow and whatnot. That's why battle rap don't really use beats anymore. They excel in one skill, and then they don't excel in a lot. That's why a lot of battle rappers don't make it big. They don't get a lot of success in their music. So yeah, with that said, let's go to the next set of skill, which was said by KK in Go Hard.
Easy man, it takes a lot of patience. It's not always what you know. Sometimes it's about your relations.
So talent isn't everything. You need connections. Connections are important to anybody doing anything. You want to be connected to the right people in the right places. Now, there are two connections that I've seen: either being connected to the production of your music or being connected to platforms. So being connected to the production of your music is basically your studios, your beat makers, your producers, your video producers, your graphic designer, your photographers. All these guys create stuff that will kind of like put value to your music, from its quality, from its appearance. These guys, that's what they do. And on the other side, you have platforms. So these are your radios, your TVs, your radio presenters, your TV presenters, your playlist managers, and people who have the playlist platforms such as Spotify and all those things. So personally, I have seen that the best connection is being connected to monetary funds. Mula. Kapandi. I don't know what others. But if you're connected to somebody who has money, that person can actually pay for everything. So your production is being paid for, your music videos is being paid for, and you'll get your money's worth, and you don't really have to worry about the lack of quality. So being connected to money is probably the best thing. But there's also a connection in the exchange of value with each other. We all know KP Illest and his strong connect to Reggie Films. That's how most of us have seen KP Illest, have heard of KP Illest, is through Reggie Films. These guys have been doing music videos together for a long time, and you can see how that has benefited both of them. KP Illest ends up coming out with dope music videos, and Reggie Films ends up being known as a top videographer or cinematographer because he's making music videos, or he's making good music videos for KP Illest. So that is a very, very good connection in terms of even exchanging value to one another. Now, when it comes to being connected to platforms, this can be a little bit controversial because it can be seen as corruption. So yeah, let's not do that. However, when I look at being connected to platforms, it's more of helping the people that own those platforms continuously do their job. So it's like, if I was working for a radio station and I'm supposed to play local music, and a local artist who knows me says that, hey dude, play my music, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'll do it. I'm already doing my job. It's just that it's easier to do that because I know him, right? So a lot of radio stations don't really have proper systems in place, so they just end up not playing the stuff that they're supposed to play at the time that they're supposed to play it. But when they have somebody that they know who does the same thing that they're supposed to do, they end up doing that anyway. So yeah, get connected to a platform. So another thing about connections is that it doesn't have to be another person. Sometimes you can be your own connect. A very good example of this is Panda and Fire 16. Fire 16 has been doing his own music videos for years. All right, go check out this dude's catalog of music videos. Like, dude has a ton of them. And if you look at somebody like Panda is a dude who is pretty much a walking record label. The dude makes his beats, he records, he does graphic design, he does photography, he does videos. Dude does everything. All right, so dude can do everything when it comes to production. He can do all of that just in him. So that is pretty dope stuff when it comes to being connected. So connections are like so crazy because it's like having rich parents that when you got them, the rest of your life is gonna be easy. All right, check it out. With connections, you can have a song, get your song recorded at no cost. Doesn't have to be a good song, it just has to be a song, and still win an award. You can win Artist of the Year because you're connected to the right people. It's crazy. So I'm not mentioning any names. Take it as it is. So basically, if you're gonna be connected, be responsible with your connections. Don't be corrupt, man. Like, we got a lot already that we're dealing with. We don't need it here. And finally, the last thing that you need to become a successful rapper in this country is grind. So this one right here, I would say, is the most important thing when it comes to being successful. And a lot of rappers have a tendency of not having this. If you want to be successful, you gotta grind, you gotta work hard. I know people like to look down at an 8 to 5, but if you want to be a successful rapper, you need to treat your music like it's an 8 to 5. You need to, share your music with people to a point where you start to annoy them. Every point that you get, send your music to radio stations, put those things on CDs, have the packaging proper, have your artist bio done. When it comes to proposals, write those things down, take them to the necessary people, and make the calls, send the emails. You need to treat your music like it's a business, and that's where the grind comes in. Now, the best hardworking artists are upcoming artists because these guys have all the optimism and all the naivety. Is that a word? These dudes are naive. All right, I was there myself. Like, these guys grind hard, especially whack artists. Like, these guys who, when you listen to their music, it's like, yo, dude, who told you that you could rap? Like, these guys work hard. It's almost like these guys know that they're so bad that they have to work harder than the guy that is talented to get their music out. So it's crazy. And the worst grinding artists are the talented ones. Talented artists have a thing of like, my music is so dope that it will sell itself. Bro, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter whether you're a legendary rapper. It doesn't matter whether you came out with a hit, the biggest song in ever. Doesn't matter how many awards you win. When you drop a project, especially in Namibia, I'm not talking about guys like Kanye, I'm talking about when you drop a project in this country, you need to promote it and put it out. I guarantee you, even somebody like Gaza, if they drop a project out of nowhere, they will lose sales. So yeah, grind. If I have to think of rappers that are very dope at grinding, one of the rappers I'll say is Fidi the Rapper. If you check out his statuses on social media, the dude is always putting in work, always making sure people know of the merchandise that he's putting out. Guy is not playing around. Another rapper who's grinding pretty hard is Franklin. Franklin is a dude who's constantly putting out music as well. If you check out on his YouTube channel as well as on his social media, he's always throwing out 16s like daily, and you can see how much work he's doing, and he's come to a point where he does this with ease, and he's also improving his rap skills as he's doing that. But if I have to select one rapper who is going over and beyond any other rapper in terms of grinding, it will have to be DA. DA is a dude that I've seen his music journey for like 10 years, and this dude is working. Like, he's one of the few full-time rappers and the guy doesn't play around. Like, from anybody he meets, he will bring up his music in the conversation and play them his video or send him the link. It's crazy when you enter that space. So if you want to be an artist that really grinds hard, I think there are two things. One, consistency, don't ever stop. And the two, don't care what people think. Like, put out your music, shove it in their faces until they say, hey dude, could you please stop sharing your music with me? Because if they don't complain, then you're not doing anything wrong. That's probably not a good thing to live by, but when it comes to this situation, I guess that's it. So skill, connections, and grind. Those are the three things that you need to be a successful rapper or an artist in Namibia. So anyway, that's all that we got for the video. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment down below. What other things do you think you would need to become a successful rapper in Namibia? So that's all that you got for me. I'll be back with another video next week, and we out.